All right, we are green. Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, our beautiful country, and how we're going to fix both of those things together, and an overall backhanding of tyranny wherever we find it. Right, left, center, it doesn't matter. It's getting slapped. And welcome to the show. Guys, I'm going to be candid with you. What we're about to be talking about is one of the greatest opportunities we've had in decades to get national concealed carry reciprocity. Every single key player on our side of the aisle is lining up. All the national support groups, all the politicians, all the senators, all the House reps. Guys, the only piece missing in this recipe is you. Something is happening, and I'm going to walk you through the entire thing right now. It'll be linked in the description box below. Of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on, because you guys know how YouTube likes to not tell you guys when we're talking about something. And it looks like audio and video is good. Excellent. We are going to dive right in. But before I show you what we have around corner number one behind the curtain, I've got to talk to you about something you need to know. Patriot Mobile just broke the mold. Guys, they are offering you 15% off every line you open or bring from another carrier or move over for the life of the actual cell phone line. 15% off going forward. It's only available if you use code LOA, and there's a link in the description box below. Guys, this is exclusive to my audience because we had a meeting, and honestly, it's something that we were able to make happen. Take advantage of this. It's better service. It puts money towards causes you actually believe in, and it's not a big corrupt organization funding gun control. Patriot Mobile, link in the description box below. Again, code LOA, 15% off the entire time. Just saying, it's right down there. All right, let's get out of here with this, and don't let me tell you I didn't tell you. All right, here we go. I'm going to walk you through how this is going to work. So national reciprocity, guys, this is a pretty big one. In a nutshell, you're talking about all the concealed carry licenses that are national that can go from one state to another. If you're in a pro-gun state, you get your pro-gun state in the left wing. If you're in the left wing, you get more freedom when you come right wing. I mean, it's effectively what it means, right? So as we get into this, let me show you the players, because something very familiar should start to pick out to you in a pattern that the left does that now the right is doing, okay? The gun controllers will always open up all of these different salvos. They'll have the backroom conversations. They'll bring something forward. They'll have all the politicians, the Pelosi's, the Schumers, the Bidens, the Harrises. They'll have the media float trial balloons. They'll have all their appearances, all the acolytes, and then they'll put it forward in a bill that just happened to be ready after 2 days. Exactly what they do every time. Well, looks like we learned a thing or three, because look at this. Republicans are making the push now. All right. This is from Larry Keane. He is the SVP of NSSF. He's lauding the introduction of the National Concealed Carry. He also went after brought up another interview spot on the same thing, but this time on Fox News. Are you starting to see the patterns? You're about to see the national push on this. Let's continue over. Here's another group. So far, that was the NSSF. This is the NRA. I know it's the NRA, but still, the point is, in Washington, D.C., they hold some weight still. It's time for Congress to pass H.R. 38, the Constitutional Concealed Carry Reciprocity Act, brought forth by Representative Rich Hudson. Rep. Hudson put it plainly, quote, when law-abiding citizens are traveling, they shouldn't be turned into criminals because they crossed the state line. Of course we agree with that sentiment. That is obvious. It's just like a driver's license. That's what they're about to say. I'm going to show you the clip in a second. But you have to understand, guys, when you have the national organization groups like NRA, like NSSF, like GOA, like NPC, like FPC, like NAGR, they're all lining up behind it. This is the push. All right? Watch what happens when this guy says this, because I'm telling you, this is tomorrow's news today. Watch this. Here comes the actual sponsor on Fox a couple days ago. Watch.
To this bill that you're introducing here, it's really interesting because this talks about conceal and carry permits, and if you have one in one state, you want that person to be able to use it in another state. Personally, I would love this because I actually have a conceal and carry in Indiana that I would like to use in the state of Virginia. Tell me about why this was important to bring up.
Well, H.R. 38 is my bill. It's called the Constitutional Concealed Carry Reciprocity Act. A lot of words there. But it's a very common sense, simple piece of legislation. It says that every state should recognize the concealed carry permissions of the other states in the same way that that states recognize driver's license. So when I come to D.C. from North Carolina, I don't have to stop at the Virginia line and take a Virginia driver's test to get a Virginia driver's license to continue on. Virginia recognizes that North Carolina license. Now, I've got to follow all the laws of Virginia and each locality I drive through, but they recognize that that's legal. In the same way, when law-abiding citizens are traveling, they shouldn't be turned into criminals because they cross the state line.
Okay, so I'm going to hold on a second real quick and address something I'm seeing a little bit in the chat right here. Yeah, permitting for rights is dumb. I agree completely. What I'm talking about here is a national concealed carry reciprocity, which means that the really good states that have things like constitutional carry can actually be applicable to other states. So you have to understand what you're actually talking about. Is it the perfect? No, it's not perfect. Is it an absolutely important step in the right direction to ruin the momentum of the gun controllers? Yes. This is a massive political play. Okay? Now, he compared it to driver's licenses. Again, cars and guns are not the same thing. One is a right, one is a privilege. We know that. Let's continue, though.
And maybe this will be easier to pass in this House.
I hope so. We got it through Judiciary Committee. We got it through the House in 2017, but the Senate wouldn't move it. John Thune is committed to the issue, so I think we'll get it done this time. And President Trump campaigned on the issue, so we're counting on him to sign the bill.
We will.
Okay. So again, I'm gonna keep on walking you through all the pieces and how this works. Okay, you've got all the national gun rights groups that I just mentioned. You have the House Rep bill. It's already been passed. It's already been passed out of the introduced and then passed out of the judiciary with Jim Jordan. That one's it's already happened. This is not a hypothetical. It has happened. Now, the next part, John Thune, who is the majority leader in the Senate, has vouched to get this done. That's going to be the hardest obstacle. I hope he can. Then Trump has already vowed to sign it. Guys, you have every single piece that you need. The last piece is you pushing the pedal to the metal and pushing your reps. Because gun control groups are going to lose their mind on this. I'm going to show you right after this piece, which is really important to understand. I'm going to shift gears really quickly to something from CNN that a leftist account is posting. They're showing you the playbook. This is the only thing that is going to stop this from happening. Okay? That's why I'm showing you this. Breaking, Trump mandate canceled. The thing that they are struggling with on the left is Trump has a perceived mandate of the population of the United States. They can't get in the way because he can say, I'm doing what the people want from that mandate. As you continue here, watch what Harry Enton says from CNN and why this liberal account posted this, because you're going to start to see it's all about the mandate and the narrative. Watch.
Trump's net approval rating. Look at this. It's a huge slide in it. In early February, it was plus 6 points. Then you go to late February, plus 2 points. Then you go to March, it's even. And look at this massive jump from late March to now, minus 6 points. That's a 6-point drop in less than a month. And why is that occurring? It is because of the tariff war. The voters are punishing Donald Trump in one of his best polls, which now even that best poll is a negative poll for Donald Trump.
So they're going after the polling to say the mandate doesn't exist. Guys, mark this down. This is exactly how they're doing this. Okay, and it's all about blocking the Trump campaign promises, which national concealed carry or reciprocity is falling under. That's how they're going to do it. But now let me show you a few other pieces here, because it's laying it out in the media. Guys, this is the final piece. This is the conservative side of the media. This and X, okay? House Republicans renewing efforts. They passed it out of the judiciary. The legislation would require states to recognize concealed carry permits issued by other states, just like driver's licenses. Again, they're reinforcing this point. It's gained support from dozens of Republican lawmakers, along with one Democrat in the past. And then here we go, the gun controllers right down here. Okay, this is I've already shown you this part. I'm just kind of highlighting. This is the really important part right here. However, the legislation is facing strong opposition from gun safety advocates and some state officials. Critics argue that national reciprocity would override states' ability to set their own standards for concealed carry. That's kind of the point. It's not a bug, that's a feature. Effectively weakening stricter gun laws in states like New York or California because they're unconstitutional and they infringe upon those populations. This is the part where the blue states say nothing ever happens for us. This is a federal action that would directly impact you in a positive manner. Get involved. Quote, these lawmakers are pushing a federal mandate that would override carefully crafted gun safety laws, like New York's, commanding states to ignore their own laws and instead allow people from across the country to carry loaded, hidden handguns in public without even so much as a permit or background check, Gun Safety Group, Every Town for Gun Safety, said in a statement. Guys, they are trying to prevent this from happening by hitting those talking points, hitting this mandate hit right here, and I'm telling you, this is going to be the battle. You can win this. We can win this. You've got everyone on our side aligning to defeat the opposition and make this happen. This would be the piece of fruit picked off the tree that would be the I got it, eat it. I'm telling you, it's all aligning. And that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. I am Braden. See you later.